Well, good evening on a Friday. Um, how all your YouTubers doing today? I am so new to this. um, Still trying to figure it out. Woo, no. Um, I'm from Vermont. This is what it looks like out here. Not bad. It's not that cold. It's about 34 degrees. Pool covered in snow. There's a trampoline. Can't really see it. There's a ranger, and well, of course, my broke down Subaru is right over there. It's right next to the Ranger. So, anyways, uh, I just wanted to say, the reason for me doing a YouTube video, um, it's kind of hard. Hold on, let me see if I can get this right. Okay, it's a little better. No, not really. Whatever. So, out today, I wanted to talk about mental health illness, which I have, um, and drug addictions. Um, you know, for me, I was an addict for 6.5 to 7 years. I was doing, my favorite thing people used to do was the crack cocaine, and I was doing anything and everything to get it. I had jobs, but all my money went to the drugs. Um, and 2003, um, I got really bad after my daughter was born. My daughter was born October 21st of 2013. Um, I'm trying to get this right. There you go. If it looks like I'm looking elsewhere, it's just my camera. Um, so yeah, I'm 38 years old. Yay. Um, my life has been miserable when I was a teenager. Um, but today, I can honestly say that I'm clean and sober. I've been clean and sober for 14 years. Um, it. I had a choice. I was stealing from my family, stealing from friends, doing whatever I could to get that money to be high. So, what caused me to become clean and sober is my dad gave me a choice of, my family or the drug. And so I gave up the drug cold turkey. I didn't have the withdrawals. I didn't have none of that. So yeah, I did. I went to four different rehabs. I wanted to better myself, learn more about the 12-step program, and just learning to better my life and to be a better person that I am today. Thank God that he's been there by my side, and he's helped me out, and he's helped me survive death. I've met death at least three times. I was stung by 135 uh, bees. Uh, I was helping a friend of mine move a doghouse, and they told me that the bees were gone. So I was like, all right, cool. So I went out, I started pulling up, the doghouse, and all of a sudden, I could hear something in the ground under the doghouse buzzing around. So I got really, started getting really, really nervous every single time. And, you know, I was just getting more scared and scared and scared. And I just says, I got to buff up and be strong and do it. So we ended up doing it. And as soon as we got the doghouse off the ground, all of a sudden, I mean, I just got whacked. I mean, 135 bees. I dropped the doghouse. I took off running. And while I knocked myself out, I ran right into a tree. I mean, pretty hard. And when I came back up about 5 minutes later, I couldn't breathe. My throat was so swollen that if I didn't get to the hospital within 15 minutes, I was dead. And my mom and her boyfriend at the time thought it was all fun and games, thought I was lying and joking. And, I started itching really, really bad. And I was like trying to talk to my mom, and last I knew, I was down on the ground, and I woke up in the hospital. They said when I got to the hospital, I was pronounced dead. Um, but luckily, the doctors knew how to bring me back. They shot me with a EpiPen, which I have to carry every summer now, two of them. That was the first time. It was really scary. Um, and the second time is I was having back, a while ago. I was having a lot of mental illness problems. I was depressed, suicidal. I was homeless, so I didn't know what to do. And I overdosed on some medication. And the doctors, when I woke up from that, the doctors told me I'm very lucky to be alive. Um, my ammonia level was 415. It should not be that high whatsoever, not even close to that. But if it wasn't for them, bringing me back and telling me, hey, listen, there's more to life than trying to kill yourself. Yes, we understand that you're homeless and you're going through a lot, but that's not the reason why to die. So I went into a another program, very helpful, very great in Boston, Massachusetts. Um, it's been rough. Um, the drug addictions and me being bipolar and ADHD and ADD and PTSD and all that happy googly stuff. I struggle with it every day. Um, I've been on meds my whole life. It sucks. Um, but I also have family members that um, have passed away from drug addiction, alcohol problems, and in the last several years, with about 2 3 years, I've had 10, maybe 11 people die from addiction or cancer, and it's been really rough on me. Um, I recently just went up to Maine to visit my grandfather. I haven't seen him since I was 8 years old. So I went up and seen him. It was really hard for me to see him on oxygen. He's got COPD and he's got bladder cancer. He's struggling so much to live and survive right now. There's not much I can do. I mean, I'm there to support him, love him, cherish him, take all the good memories I possibly can. I went up there for a week. It just, it was too much for me. I'm not giving up hope. I'm not giving up on God because I know God has a major plan for him. Um, and it's just so hard. Life is throwing so many obstacles at me. It's just, I'm not letting the devil get to me. He can go play the fiddle somewhere else because he ain't getting me. Not now, not yet. Um, I am, like I said, I struggle every day with mental health issues, and it's been really rough. But when you got good family and good friends that actually stand by your side, or if you need to talk to somebody, you're there for them. Um, I met my fiance about 8.5 years ago. It was rough for the first couple weeks, couple months. It was a struggle. Um, we recently bought a car a couple months ago, um, a Subaru Outback LLB Limited Edition, 2005, with a 2.5 engine. Um, we paid way too much for it. We paid $1,500 for it, and come to find out, we got robbed, big time. Um, we struggle every day with paying our bills and you know living our lives to the fullest. I mean, I'm on Social Security for medical and mental health issues, so that prevents me from working, and that really sucks. I'm not proud to be on it, but that's what I'm on. I don't beg people for money. I don't ever ask for anything, and it's been really rough for us. And me personally, I tell you what, it's been a struggle and a half, but we've made it. We've survived. We've come through the tribes and tribulations of, what's been thrown at us. Um, but a good thing, a couple years ago or a year ago, I had bought a $2 scratch ticket for Vermont, and so I'm scratching. The numbers. You got to find the numbers, and all of a sudden, I get to the third uh, aisle of numbers, and the numbers I needed was like 11 and 2 or something like that. And then I realized I had number 11. I'll try to post that picture on Facebook, I mean, on YouTube, so everybody can see that God is good. But, anyways, so I'm scratching. I scratched all the other numbers off, and there was no winners but number 11. So I start scratching the end of it as I watch, ticket scratchers on YouTube. And well, I kept scratching. I see a big number. I'm like, ooh, this has got to be a $100 winner. So I kept scratching, I got to the second big number, big zeros. And then the last one, it was $500 winner on a $2 Vermont scratch ticket. And following after, I had but another $2 scratch ticket. Um, and as I was scratching it, I realized that I had won another $100. And that's very rare for me. I have never won that much yet since then. Maybe 50, 60, that's about it. So, yeah, I'm new to YouTube again. I'm going to figure out how to put that ticket, the winning ticket, on YouTube. Um, you know, my eyes are really blue today. They're real, they're really baby blue today. So, yeah, I sit at my mother in law's house, bored, but I listen to music. I watch YouTube. I watch, you know, people scrapping metal, doing scratching tickets, buying storage units, all that stuff. I love to watch that stuff. And if I had the money, I had my own vehicle to do that, I would be so happy to do all that. But I don't, and I can't afford a vehicle. So, yeah, it's been rough, rough life. You know, um, I just had a back surgery. I had a cyst that grew to be 8 centimeters long, 5.5 centimeters wide. They had to go in, take the core out, and it was miserable after the surgery. It was so painful. I don't know. Um, I don't drink alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic person. I hate alcohol. Yeah, I smoke my cigarettes. Um, you know, I find different ways to compromise, my depression. I listen to music, or I'll draw, I'll do poetry, or I go for walks for like an hour to 2 hours. Um, so yeah, I focus on the positive sides of things these days. Um, and it's been rough, but well, my I could say my daughter, her name is Jessica. She is 15. She's very beautiful, and she looks just like me, which is awesome. I have a dad. He's awesome. He's the greatest father figure in my life. He's never given up on me, and he's been there by my side at all times, and just been a great supporter. So, you know, I hope people really understand that addiction and mental health, is a struggle for some people every day. Um, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And people always make comments. I've seen it on YouTube that, people make rude comments. Just, if you don't know what someone's been through or how their living is or what their family situation's going on, don't be negative to them. Be positive. Show them some respect, and, let them know, hey, listen, things will work out. Things will get better. Someday, you never know. Somebody might come out, some nice person might be like, hey, I want to give you this amount of money, or, hey, you need a place to stay, you need a free car or something. You never know, because that's all up to God. Um, but yeah, see, I'm outside. Little cold, not much. Great and wonderful. It's the woods. But yeah, it's lovely out here. It's a little cold, but that is what it is. I don't mind it. So yeah, what I would like for people to do is to comment and share um, on what you think about addiction positively, and what do you think about people that are diagnosed with illnesses that they can't control, or let me know about things that's happened to you. Let me, get some viewers and subscribers on here, because I would love to continuously do YouTube. You know, I see that, I don't care about the making the money. I don't care about none of that. All I care about is people understanding people with mental health issues or in addictions that people don't know they have. Let's help people with that, and I'm for one, you know, I, I'm not proud to say I have mental health issues, not one bit. I'm really sad and, you know, discouraged because I have it, but it's happened in my past, PTSD, it's because I've had been taken advantage of when I was 5 years old, just put it that way, and when I was 16. Things that should have never happened to a man from another man, or whatever the case might be, or you know what I mean? It should have never happened like that, but it did. But I'm here as a survivor. See, I'm still here. No, I'm joking. So, I want people to, you know, subscribe and leave some positive comments, and, some good wording for me and my family. 3 days ago, I lost my best friend from drugs. I really struggle every day with my friends dying from, drug abuse. Um, the sad thing about it is I just seen him 3 days ago. I was talking to him, having fun, smoking a cigarette with him, and, just talking game, just doing what friends do, and the next day I get a phone call, hey, your friend's gone. Sorry to hear that. I broke down. I was actually food shopping, and when I got to my friend's car, that's when she had told me that they called her and told her my friend died. I was so much in shock. I couldn't even put the groceries in the vehicle. I had a friend of mine help me. I fell to the ground. I started crying. I lost my emotions right then and there. So, I really wish people love, support, respect. Addiction it's a butt kicker. So I want everybody to, share, subscribe, like, comment, positive comments, please. Everybody, positive comments. Um, I think I'm gonna try to do a tip jar. I don't know how to do it, and I will try to get the video of me winning that $500. I'm new to this, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So if anybody wants to help me, please, please help me. I'd appreciate all the help. Um, it's kind of cold out here. I'm not really that cold. I'm shaking a little bit because my depression's kicking my butt. But I got you guys, YouTuber fans. You guys are awesome. So let's get this going. Help me get this out there, and let me go stronger and get more people to like my my YouTube videos. I'll do more. I'll do different stuff. This is my first time doing it. The more people I get, the more good comments I get, the more support I get. Well, there'll be more YouTube videos. Again, excuse me. Again, have a good night, everybody. God bless. I hope everybody stays safe and warm. And I wish to see my video on YouTube and see some people, some subscribers, and good comments. Okay? Good night. God bless.